Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Boy, it's beautiful out here this afternoon, ain't it? Man, it's been a wonderful day. I don't know if you guys have enjoyed it, but we sure have. It's been kind of a halfway cloudy, uh, overcast, and off and on, and so we've been able to get a little bit accomplished. Tonight, we are going to eat some more of that chili. Like I told you, my wife and I had discussed if there was any left, we was going to have chili dogs. So tonight, that's exactly what we're going to have for supper is chili dogs. Uh, I got another one of my little lock blade bucks with me this evening. Like I said, this is about my favorite type knife, about this size, lock blade, single blade. But I end up using this knife, like this style knife, for a lot of things. And it just feels so good in my hand. Now, the one I carry was a little trapper, like I showed you, in my pocket. But when I'm actually doing something, this is about what I'd like to have in my hand when I'm working on something. So that's what we're going to use tonight, okay? So we are going to get our stove started here and heat up this chili. Now I'm going to turn that way, way down. Almost make it feel like it's off. That's what's left of all that chili. Ha! We're going to dump that in that pot. And we're going to try to heat it up without burning it up. I sure hope we can. I sure hope we can. I'm going to turn it down even more because I want that heat kind of slow. And this stove, uh, sometimes I feel like it tries to get hot on me quicker than I think it should. And while that's doing that, we're going to light this skillet here and we're going to take care of our hot dogs. Get our old trusty spray bottle here. Spray that skillet down really, really good. We're going to have Johnsonville chili cheese smoked sausages. Well, don't that sound good? Stir this a little bit. I know I just got it on there, but you got to really pay attention when you're cooking on these type of stoves. It's not like in your house. So I'm going to put some of these out here. My wife will only eat one, but you can look at me and see that I'm going to want two. What I do is I split that up, like that right there, and lay that in that skillet. It's like that right there. Don't that look good? Let me see if I can't get y'all a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer here without, if I, hopefully I don't make a mess out of it. I think you can see them better there, can't you? Yeah. Stir this again. It's starting to steam up there a little bit. Main thing is that I don't burn her up. All right. What's this, 4 meals? We had meatloaf. We had meatloaf sandwiches. We had chili. Now we're having chili dogs. That's going to take care of that. So, chili, meatloaf sandwiches, uh, and chili dogs. That's just 3. Did I miss that one? Chili, meatloaf sandwiches, and now chili dogs. Seems like I'm missing that one. My mind is playing tricks on me again. Seems like I'm missing one, aren't I? Ah, I'll think about it after the video's over. And I may be right, but we'll see. Yeah. Let me stir that again. This is stuff you got to really pay attention to. It's gonna heat up, and it's gonna heat up fast. Uh, remember what I told you. Next time we got together, I was going to show you how to clean a piece of this if you happen to find it. It's very, very simple, and I'm going to show you. Now it'll take 2 videos to show you. This evening we get her set up, and then tomorrow we'll start seeing some of the results of it. Okay. But like I said, once you get this system set up, I mean, it's set up. If you ever find another piece, it's ready to go. You know, I can't tell you how many pieces of cast iron I've cleaned. And like I said, once the initial thing's done, you don't have anything. You buy a little bit of baking soda, uh, baking powder. Uh, excuse me, laundry powder is all you got to buy is a box of it every once in a while. Other than that, that's it. And of course, what little bit of electricity you use running your battery charger. So, I think you're going to enjoy this. It's simple. Y'all like yours hot dogs a little bit burnt or what? I kind of like mine burnt. My wife don't. I don't. But I'm not going to be able to get hers as crispy as I do mine. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off because that right there is going to do what we need done there. And let's stir this again. Yeah, it's heating up real nice right there. We're going to go ahead and get our buns ready. I don't know what all y'all put on yours, but man, I put a little bit of everything on mine. Now, my wife don't care for a whole lot of stuff on her. She's pretty picky about what she puts on hers. But me, I like it all, nearly. Uh-oh. Put that back in there. Well, I'll go ahead and, well, no, she's going to want to fix her own, put it together, so I better leave her alone. These buns right here, trying to stick together on me a little bit. We'll get her. Don't you worry about that. We're going to get her. Now then, what I like to do, I like that open just like that right there. You see how I got that open just like that right there? That's the way I like them. We'll flip that over. Let it cook a little more on that side. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this stove off also, because we're not going to need any more heat, because I believe everything's pretty well heated up. So I'm going to get you a little bit closer so you can see how I put all this together. So hold on just, okay, back with you. Now what I like to do, and these actually have a little bit of cheese in them. I'm going to use sliced cheese because that's what I got. Normally, we'll use a little bit of shredded cheese. But I like to run me a piece of cheese right down this thing, just like this right here. Just like that right there. Yeah. Then I like to put me a little bit of mustard. My wife, she's not a mustard person. She's a ketchup person. I know a lot of people like ketchup on hot dogs. This old boy is one of those that does it. I don't care for ketchup on hot dogs at all, under any circumstances. Then I like to fill her up full of onions. Now again, everybody has their own way of doing this kind of thing. This is the way I like them. And I love onion, as that Cajun said. I love that onion. Alrighty. Now then I'm going to even put a little bit of relish on top of that. Now, if we weren't having chili dogs, eating this chili, right there is the way I would fix that up if I didn't have chili. Just like that right there. But we got a treat. We've actually got chili. That chili's still just as pretty and smell. God, yeah, I wish y'all could smell that. Wish y'all could smell that. Look at here. I told you I was going to have to get me a dipper. I got me a dipper. I'm just going to pour that right over just like that right there. Pour that over just like that right there. Woo! Man, I'm telling you. Guys, we're going to be doing some serious eating right here. We are going to be doing some serious eating. I'm going to turn that over again just a little bit. On the other side. Like that right there. Okay. Now we're going to go over and sit down at a table and we're going to bite into this and see what we think. So just hold on. All right. Let's sit down here and try this out. Boy, don't that look good, guys. Man, if you were having this for supper tonight, I think you'd be happy. Man, I like a good chili dog. Man, I'm going to put a little bit of pepper. Or that's actually salt. And a little bit of pepper. I've told y'all, I've got to have my pepper. I think if my wife wouldn't say something, I'd probably put pepper on ice cream. All right. Well, every way I've tried this chili, it's been delicious. So now we're going to try it on hot dogs. Guys, that right there, that's good. That's really good. I wish y'all was here to partake of this with me. Because it is delicious. And you see how simple it was to fix from our leftovers? And I'm sure that most of you already do stuff like this. But there is some out there who don't think about what to do with their leftovers. And this right here is a good way to take care of leftovers because food is so expensive. Like I said, when I went and bought this hamburger meat, I like to fell out. $16 for 2 pounds of hamburger meat. And we've made 3 meals out of it. You know, you can't beat that. I mean, you can't beat that. I think we actually made 4 meals. I think I'm forgetting one. I know y'all know because you've been watching. But man, this is a good idea to use leftover meatloaf for. And again, man, if you can beat this with another hot dog, I'd like to know it because I don't see that where you could get a hot dog any better setup than what we got right here. I'm gonna finish this up right here, and I'm going to show you how to clean up that cast iron if you find a piece. You know, if you're here locally, you find a piece, you don't want to clean it up, and you get familiar with where I'm located at, if I'm in your area, you don't want it, bring it by, I'll clean it up for you. Or I'll clean it up. I probably won't. I won't have all this with you, so I need to restate that I won't clean it up for you because I won't be there. My cleaning stuff won't be there. But rather than you to throw it away, I'd like to have it. You know, and if you live here locally and you know who I am, you know where I live, you know me. If you've got a piece of this and you want it cleaned up, bring it by. We'll work something out and I'll clean it up for you. Okay. But guys, if you like my videos, hit like. Want to see more of them? Hit share. I mean, hit there, guys. I'm having one of those. Today hasn't been a good day for me, but I'm not about to allow it to beat me up. But join the page. Reach over there and hit subscribe is the word I'm looking for. And if you want to know when the next one is going to come up, ring that bell. That way, the next time that one comes up, you can see it. And again, guys, as I've explained to you, as these videos go on and time goes on, you're going to realize that I'm going to have a problem sometimes coming up with words. But if you don't give up on me, I'm not going to give up on you. Okay? We're going to work through this, and we're going to have a good time. So let me heat this up, and then I'm going to show you how to clean up that cast iron. All right. I'm going to show you how to clean cast iron, simple way. You need a tote full of water, just like I've got right here. You need 2 pieces of sheet metal, okay? And you need a jumper wire, which is a piece of Romex. I dropped my 2 pieces of sheet metal all the way to the floor of my tub. Then I usually take a sheet metal screw and I connect my Romex to the metal and to the side of my tote so that they don't fall down. You can use any type of metal as long as it's not painted. Okay, so I had some of that sheet metal that I was telling you, a buddy of mine, give me some pieces, so I cut me 2 pieces, and I've dropped them down in here. I took a piece of Romex, and I've connected them. Next thing you're going to need is a piece of rebar or something that's going to lay across this. Okay, this is the skillet that we're going to clean up. I actually started this video, and for some reason my camera wasn't going, and I dropped my skillet down there and got it wet. But you can see how nasty it is. This is the second skillet that my friend Frankie has given me. The one that he gave me before, like I said, I'm using it in my house on a daily basis. This is going to be the second one, and the other one looked as bad a shape as this one here. Okay, see all that rust and stuff? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop this skillet down in this water connected to this wire. But first of all, you need to get you some of this laundry booster. Okay? I'm going to leave it there for a little bit so you can see it. That's going to be what removes this rust and stuff along with a battery charger. And what I'm going to do is approximately put about 2 cups of this in this tub and mix it up. Okay? And guys, this is so simple. I may be making it look kind of hard, but it's really not. 2 pieces of metal, sheet metal, drop it all the way to the bottom of your tub. Take your Romex wire, peel it back so that the copper hits the metal. You can even use those clamps, those little clips, the wire with a clip on each side, and just clip it to this. I like doing it this way because this kind of helps hold everything up. And if I need to move this around, I've got it on a dolly, on a wagon, I can move it around. Okay, so tote full of water, 2 pieces of metal, piece of Romex runs across here. I use a rebar, piece of rebar with a piece of wire on it. And I'm going to put approximately 2 cups of this in there. I'm not going to take time to measure it out because it don't matter. I've done it so many times. It just, okay, approximately a quarter of that box. And I'm going to take my bar actually and just kind of dig it down in there, and I'm going to try to mix that up. The water needs to be deep enough that it's covering what it is you stick in there. Okay? And whatever you're sticking in there does not ever need to touch the metal. Okay? At least either one of these pieces of metal. So it needs to stay dead center. And you need the widest portions of them, whatever it is you're sticking in there, like this skillet. I want it to face this way so it's cleaning from both sides. Okay? I'm going to take my skillet, I'm going to run it through this piece of wire that helps hold it up in there. And I'm going to drop that skillet in there. Just like that right there. Okay. That's got a rubber coating on that wire. But anyway, there's no sense in touching each other. That's just a piece of the covering off of the Romex there. Now then, you take your battery charger. You put the positive in on, it doesn't matter which side. You can put it on this side or that side right there. And the negative end, you can either put it on this wire. I always reach down here and try to grab that skillet, just at the edge of that skillet, just like that right there. That's normally what I try to do. Just that little piece. You see how I got that on, just barely grabbed it. Okay? And like I said, you've got to have one of these old style chargers. It's not going to work on those others. You've got to have one of these old style chargers. Alright. Normally I'm already plugged up because I've already got everything set up. So I'm going to plug this up. And that's all there is to it for right now. That's going to set down in there, and here in a little bit, we're going to see that start bubbling up after the chemical reaction hits. It'll take just a second or two, and I'm going to get my camera so that you can see. Again, I'm going to go over it with you one more time. 2 pieces of sheet metal, piece of copper wire, that's a jump wire to go across here, piece of rebar or something to run across here. While I'm using rebar, you can use anything. Piece of wire or something that you can actually connect to whatever it is you're trying to do, which in this case is a skillet. The positive goes to your metal plates. Your negative attaches to whatever it is you're trying to clean. Okay? Now I'm going to show you what it looks like as it's working. See if it's starting to boil a little bit, but not much. But you see how that's already starting to boil in there? Mostly around that wire. You see it, but it'll start down that skillet too. You see the bubbling around that? And that's going to take off every bit of that rust and stuff tonight. So tomorrow when we check that, every bit of that rust and stuff is going to start falling off. And we'll go from there. So we're going to leave this alone, just like I've got it set up, until tomorrow. And we'll pull it out and look at it. Now, this is just a few minutes, probably 15 minutes later. You see how that's getting cloudy, soapy, and you probably can see more movement now. You see that moving in there? That's bull, and all this crap you see on top here, that's coming off of that skillet. So by tomorrow, that will have stripped that skillet back to raw metal. It's a pretty interesting setup. And if you don't keep your video, take you a screenshot of how we've got this hooked up. But again, use responsibility. You know, when you're messing with electricity and you're messing with this battery charger and water. So use a little common sense. Be safe. If you're scared and you can't set it up right, get somebody that understands electricity and everything and set it up for you and walk you through it again. Watch this video 2 or 3 times if you need to, but please be careful when you're doing this. Even though it's simple, you're still dealing with electricity and water. Okay, we'll see you in the morning, and you guys have a good night. Again, if you like what you see, hit like. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. And if you want to know when the next one's fixing to hit, ring that bell. And we'll get back with you in the morning.